Hello everybody, this is Robbie and welcome back to Robbie's Reactions, the place for your reacting pleasure. And today I'm going to be reacting to more Ace Attorney AI. I'm going to be reacting to these 5 things and then we'll be done. So yeah, let's go. If you like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified about my latest videos. If you like this video, check out my main channel, hit the like button, and comment on what you think of this AI thing, and be sure to share this video on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Let's begin with this. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Vera Michan. I'm ready to prove the defendant guilty. Why is Phoenix right there? Alrighty then, I hope you're ready for the cross-examination. Mr. Wright, you may begin the cross-examination. Where were you on the night of the crime? I'm not sure what time it was. I fell asleep while reading in the living room and didn't wake up until morning. So you have no alibi? What? That's an alibi! No, I was asleep. But she does. Then why did you say she doesn't? I'm sorry, what? You're still just a rookie, Vera. I'm sorry, but the real killer is right there. I swear I didn't kill my husband! Do you look like Mr. Wright? You may begin the real cross-examination. I'd like to call my first witness to the stand, Your Honor. Would the defense like to state who will be their witness instead? What? The defense calls Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Hey, you're that guy that kidnapped me! Please state your name for the court. Frank Sawit. Your Honor, I would like to request that the defendant and the police officers in the court be restrained during the witness's testimony. Yes, Mr. Wright, this will likely be a very trying time for the defendant. Please continue. If it's Yes, Mr. Wright, we're gonna fuck over the defendant in any way possible. Talk to your witness. Witness, state your name and profession. Frank Sawit, laborer. Laborer? Can you explain what that means to the jury? I move crates and stuff. That's enough. Now, on the night in question, did you happen to be at the mansion? Yeah, I was doing some jobs for Miss Michan. Huh? Objection. Leading the witness. What? He asked a legitimate question. What? Sustained? Be more direct with your questions, Mr. Justice. Simply yes or no answers, please. Yes. Were you at Victor Kudana's home? Yes. Did you see the defendant there? Did you see anything that transpired between the two? She, shot him. Huh? Objection, the witness is guessing here. Sustained. You didn't see Vera shoot him? No, I was in the kitchen, then I heard the shot. So you admit you weren't present for the whole altercation? Yeah. Okay, Your Honor, the defense rests. This is looking good. They didn't bring up anything that would shake my confidence in Vera's guilt. Okay, role reversal time! What are we... The prosecution may begin its cross-examination. The prosecution has no more questions for the witness. Mr. Sawit, you may step down. Cross-examination is over then? Yes, the judge will now decide your verdict. What, already? What happens if I'm found guilty? Then you'll be sent to prison. For how long? I don't know. 5 years, maybe? Oh, hey, that police officer is looking at me. That caused me to scream. What? So he is. He and his buddy mustn't have much to do while they wait for the judge to decide. They seem to be talking about me. Oh, really? They probably are. The trial is the most exciting thing to happen here in a while. Which is why they're looking straight at the guilt. So what happens now? Huh? I'm calling my witness. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Detective Gumshire to the stand. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination once he's sworn in. Detective Gumshire, you discovered the crime scene, is that correct? Yes, I was one of the first on the scene. Did you see Victor Kudana's body at that time? I did. That is when I noticed that he had been shot in the chest. That's when I alerted other officers and paramedics. But how did he die? He had been shot with a pistol through the chest. He literally just said this. The bullet punctured his lung and heart, killing him almost instantly. And who do you think shot Mr. Kudona? The defendant, Vera Misham. She was the last one to be seen with him. She was also covered in his blood and holding a gun. Do you have anything to say that doesn't prove my client's guilt? The defendant's son, who also was present at the scene, claims that she is innocent. The defendant's son? I didn't know she had a son. Yes, a 5-year-old boy. That's how long she might be in prison. Apparently, Mr. Kudona was home with him at the time. Who is the defendant's son? The boy is in the courtroom. He couldn't sleep, so his mother took him to the scene of the crime. Great job! Oh no, you can't sleep? Here, let me take you to this crime scene! Now you definitely won't sleep now! I believe the defendant's son is called Tyrell. So the defendant's son was present during the crime? Yes, he was in his bedroom, supposedly sleeping. But he couldn't sleep. What? Did you find a gun near the son? Did he shoot Mr. Kudona? He had fallen asleep with a toy gun in his bed. We tested to see if it was the gun that killed Mr. Kudona, and it wasn't. 'Cause it was a toy gun. Who would die to a toy gun? Objection! There's no proof it wasn't. I want to interrogate Tyrell. There will be no interrogation of the defendant's 5-year-old son. The court finds the defendant Misham innocent of all charges. Wait, what? But there wasn't any evidence that proved it. No offense, I mean, what happens now? I have to take you back to my office. We need to discuss your son and your husband's death. What? Then I'll come back here to speak with your son. About what? Your son is under police custody. We're just making sure he wasn't involved in Mr. Kudona's death. No, you can't take him. You don't understand. Tyrell's only 5 years old. I understand he was holding a gun and didn't remember what happened. Please, you have to... Mommy, don't worry. I killed him. Why do you look... Why do you look so old? What? Anywho, on to the next thing. That is not a 5-year-old. Holy shit. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Waki Kitaki. What do you have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Do you have any evidence that will prove your client's innocence or guilt? No. I'm just here to represent him. Okay, then. Very well, I'll ask my questions first, then we can go over them after the testimony has been given. Thank you, sir. How old are you, Mr. Wright? 31. That question has nothing to do with anything. And how long have you been practicing law? About 10 years. During which you have not yet defeated me in a case. 'Cause you weren't involved with any of them. True, sir. Let's see if this will be the first. Mr. Kitaki, how long have you known the victim? Approximately 20 years. Oh, it seems the victim and the accused have known each other for quite some time. Is that all you wish to question this witness on? His relationship to the victim? Air guitar time for dramatic effect? Yes, Your Honor. Very well, your witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Kitaki, what were you doing when the victim was murdered? I was getting coffee. Where did you get this coffee from? The closest place from the store about a block away from the crime scene. Can anyone confirm that you were actually there? Yeah, that's the clerk behind the counter. I believe his name is Simon. If Kitaki was getting the coffee from that store, then that proves he was at the scene of the crime. Some lying witness I have. Objection! A dozen black-colored roses have been proven to exude a strong fragrance. Much like the ones delivered to... Wait, what? Where were roses mentioned? I believe his name was Simon. What? Yeah. That has nothing to do with anything! I just checked. I thought I missed something, but no, I did not. Holy shit! You're just spouting off bullshit. So, a dozen black-colored roses have been proven to exude a strong fragrance, much like the one delivered to Mr. Cadaverni, whatever, on the day of her death. How could Kitaki boy have failed to notice such an odor? What, were the roses delivered to the store? Overruled. Simon wasn't working that day. Wait, what? Yes, he was. Simon was in school that day, Your Honor. He was studying so he could graduate. A far better person than the defendant here. Wow, way to just diss your own client. Oh, this guy's studying school so much better than this defendant over here. I see. So Simon couldn't have been working that day, correct? Correct, he was in school. So if he was in school, who was working? What? Yeah. If Simon wasn't working, why did Kitaki name him as a witness? Objection! Yeah, that's weird. Objection, leading, calls for a speculative answer. So who was working at Perfume Cafe that day? I was! Edgeworth, what the fuck? Simon's brother, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, congratulations! Objection, that's impossible. He was incapacitated due to a nail in his foot. Oh yeah? I didn't notice you were hurt, sir. It's nothing really, just a nail in the foot. How much pain have you been through in your life, Edgeworth? But it was a thick, full-head yellow nail, you know. It would have incapacitated anyone. I've had far worse. Nothing. Why is my shift at Perfume Cafe important? You were there, then that means Kitaki... Then that means Kitaki wasn't where he says he was at the time of the murder. Simon was in school all that time, wasn't he? Yes. Well then, I have no more questions to ask. Huh? Objection! You've got no real proof that Kitaki was not at the coffee shop at the time of the murder. That makes sense, actually. Why is everyone... If it helps, I believe Kitaki... Objection! Why are you objecting? Miles Edgeworth, you are to never interrupt me again. You will also stay after class and write lines. My God, what is this, a school? Let's get out of here, right? Just run as far away as we can. What? Are you crazy? I'm not leaving my client. Listen, Kitaki's father is the head of the Yatagarasu, whatever that is. He finds out the murder charges are pressed against his son, and you fail to defend him. You're a dead man. Oh my God, the stakes are very high here. Nah, I'm pretty sure Kitaki's guilty. Then why are you defending him? Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Mr. Edgeworth, were you playing guitar at the time of the incident? What does that have to do with anything? Yes. What type of music do you play? Objection, this has no relevance to the case. Yeah. Oh, shut up, Detective Boo. What? You'd suck at coming up with questions too if you were in his position. Oh boy, I played psychedelic rock. Oh come on, why is this even purported to be a cross-examination? Mind your manners or I'll lock you up for contempt. These are legitimate questions here, and the judge is like, shut up, I want to hear what music he's playing. I'm sorry, I just don't think the defendant's innocence or guilt should rely on 60s nostalgia. True, that is true. Alright, apologies all around. Mr. Wright, please continue. Okay, there we go. Apologies all around. That's great. Oh my God, what a roller coaster so far. Okay. Would you want to see a concert with me sometime? Yes, I'd love to. Are you seriously letting this relationship develop during court? Actually, no. I like to see psychedelic rock concerts too. No, I'd like to see... The court accepts your invitation. Now please continue with the actual cross-examination. I got it. Miles Edgeworth, what's your relationship with the defendant? We're friends and sometimes we jam together. No more questions, Your Honor. Guitar, you can do that better, right? Are you incompetent or lazy? The former. Let me guess, you were not given good legal training at school. Just admitted to be a former. I want to call my final witness, Miss Emma Sky. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Yeah, whatever. Miss Sky, please tell the court your opinion on psychedelic rock. Just want to know if we can invite you to that concert or not. It's a load of bull. What's with the negativity? It's fantastic. Yeah, some people like Mozart. We like psychedelic rock. What is your evidence for not liking it? The vibrations of the music lead to a decrease in intelligence. I think that music should inspire you to do bad things, not make you stupider while doing that. I'm advocating for crime, but listening to music that makes you stupider while doing it is bad. More air guitar! Objection! Intelligence does not determine moral choice. My music doesn't make people do bad things. It's like the video games make people shoot with guns or whatever thing. That never happens, and we're always just using it to deflect the blame onto people who just play games. Like, oh, this guy played video games? Then that means that video games must be the cause. Please believe us. We're unreliable. Why did this... Whatever. Yes, it does. My entire family listens to music while driving, and they have a tendency to drive on the wrong side of... God damn it. So, Miss Sky, do you think murder is a bad thing to do? Only if you get caught! Oh my God, Emma! Have you ever murdered someone without getting caught? Sure, sometimes in my spare time, I like to murder people. Well, guess that, Miss Sky, would you care to explain yourself to the court? I lent my sister a copy of Crime and Punishment, and she didn't return it to me. I really wanted to read it, so I went over to her place. I argued with her for a bit, and then I killed her! Oh my God, that was just how did this happen? Anyway, it's like that dominoes falling me. We went from, I want to read this book to murder! What did you hit her with? A book. What book? Crime and Punishment! Obviously. We believe her! We believe her! We believe... We believe... Oh my God! Alright, guilty. Take Mr. Kentucky away. You literally believed he was guilty. Come on, I'll buy you some frosty mango juice. I really don't think that's healthy for you. Where are your legs? Embrace the mango, embrace the fruit, embrace the milkshake. What the hell was that? Oh my God, that was insane. Let me get this straight. A murder trial turned into a psychedelic discussion resulting in concert invitations, leading to casual admission of horror as a hobby by a witness. Rushing over the Oh my God! I can't! I can't! Oh my God! This is insane! Okay, next up. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Iris Hawthorne. Miss Iris, could you please tell us what happened when you met the deceased that day? I had won a mystery package in a magazine contest. One of those have your photo taken with a celebrity kind of things. Anyway, the mystery package was a visit to the haunted tower of Bluecrest with Dale Nim, the famous spirit channeler. Right already, we're off the walls here. Just off the walls crazy. Right. When I went there, it was raining. There was no one in the lobby, so I went ahead and entered the tower. When I got to the room where channeling was to take place, there was a woman inside, Donim. What happened next? Why does the text keep scrolling? I kind of lost it. Lost it? Hold it. That's enough questions for now, Edgeworth. Jesus Christ, why is it... Mr. Edgeworth is new to this. If he wants to question the witness, let him. Just make it quick. Enough questioning indeed. This trial is bizarre. Although the terms being said I don't understand and the audio is off sync. I know it's like homicide and the death penalty. Don't make this trial sound like a fun time. Nothing else happened as relevant to this case. Detective Ty Imbecile Thompson of Enix City discovered the crime scene. Wow! Detective, your report, please. State your name and occupation, please. Detective Ty Rambles Thompson of the Enix Criminal Investigation Division at the... What is that face? I just noticed that. He's like staring into your soul while unfeeling. Holy shit. Detective, is this report true? Yes, it is. Call your witness. My name is Wendy Oldstand, and I'm an expert on trolls. You don't happen to be related to the defendant, do you? I'm her daughter, but that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. I have 10 tattoos of trolls, and I'm wearing a troll engagement ring today. What's a troll engagement ring? Quiet, state your findings. I was called in to examine the internet history of the victim, Elise Dunim. Why? The defendant claims that Dunim was killed by a troll, and we needed to see what the victim had been searching for on her computer prior to her death. Wait, what? Alright, and what did you find? On the evening of the day she was killed, she had been Googling stuff about trolls, like the myths, the origins, and the costumes. I knew it. I told Dad it was a stupid idea to dress up as trolls. And it still is if you get killed by one. I should hope your father had more sense than to believe a fairy tale. Oh, tear ducts, drain ducts. Can you explain what you had been searching for specifically? Yes, the defendant had Googled how to draw a troll face. Objection, Your Honor, this is all conjecture. Sustained, the jury will disregard the troll face reference. Miss Oldstand, what exactly are you trying to suggest? Trolls! Yes, you literally said that. Woo-hoo. And that's it. Trolls! Your Honor, this is all conjecture. Sustained, the jury will disregard the troll face reference. That has nothing to do with that. Miss Oldstand, what exactly are you trying to suggest? Trolls! You literally said that. Again. I've had just about enough of this nonsense. Miss Oldstand, dress up as a troll if you want, but don't try to spew that fairy tale nonsense at the court. Your Honor, I would like to submit into evidence my copy of The Tales of the Troll Keeper. That just proves that it was a tale! Objection. I've heard enough about that book for one day. Yes, I heard one thing about it. That's enough! No more! Your Honor, even if this evidence is accepted, it does not prove anything about the... Objection! That book is just a forgery, a childish attempt at a genuine stories of the creatures known as trolls. Why are you here? Objection! I will not hear another word against my tome. Trolls exist, and the people of this country will learn to accept that. I won't let you besmirch the name of my ancestors. The trolls will not be revealed. Go home, fear. Your ancestors were trolls? No, I meant Quiet, Phoenix. Your Honor, I would like to call my next witness here, who will surely expose the defendant's lies once and for all. The prosecution may begin. The prosecution calls Officer Salmonella to the stand. That girl right there, she did it, I swear to God. Now tell us what happened that night. Well, I only told the prosecutor dudes a guy came and saying you found a corpse. The other prosecutor dudes were clearly incompetent fools. I will not have you insult them like that. Yeah, they were incompetent fools. Don't insult them like that. Insult them like that. Okay, well, I saw that troll girl. Huh? The troll law was in effect the moment you first laid eyes on Iris. Troll law. Oh my God, I've been a complete idiot. Not just an idiot. A blind idiot. What? The prosecution has chosen not to present any evidence. The troll law is in full effect. It has proven that multiple people saw the defendant turn into a troll. What the fuck is the troll law? The defendant no longer deserves human rights. I had 24 hours to find evidence that proves the innocence of the defendant. Oh my God! Everyone may leave. I can't believe it. All these years I trusted Iris, and she used that trust to troll everyone. But if she's innocent, why isn't she speaking up? Iris, why didn't you tell me? Because you have been my one and only friend in this entire world. I didn't want that to change. I have to think. I'll come back later. Well, boss, what did you think? What do you think? Perhaps if a motion to reserve troll law would have passed, the judge may be willing to reopen the case. This is the chance Iris needs. I'm willing to try. Okay, we still haven't figured out what the hell troll law is. Maybe one of the comments? Okay. What the hell is troll law? And post. Alright, next up is this. Court is now in session for trial of Miss Maya Fey. Who are you? Raise some phone and state your name, please. My name is Trucy Wright. I'm Maya Fey. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Huh? It's alright, it happens sometimes. I'm only putting you on the spot by asking you your name. Please state your name and what you do. I'm Trucy Wright, and I'm a defense attorney. Miss Trucy Wright, please give us a brief profile of the defendant. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, is a kind, caring, and respectful friend. I believe that somewhere out there, a person with those qualities is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, what do you mean somewhere out there? Somewhere out there, a person like Maya Fey is innocent until proven guilty. But not here. Not here. I see. And what is your opinion on Miss Kay Faraday? I don't believe she's capable of being murdered by Maya. The fact that this trial is taking place is quite frankly outrageous. What? I see. The prosecution may begin questioning the defendant. Miss Fey, could you please tell us the events leading up to the day of the crime? You're a prosecutioner now, Sky? I woke up around noon in my room at the Inner Temple. After preparing myself, I went out into the courtyard to practice my spiritual training. It was during that time when I saw Miss Faraday. What transpired between the two of you? You do not fit in that thing. I was training there that day when she insulted my goat. Oh my God. Did that happen often? Objection. Leading. There's no sound for Trucy. No. Sustained. Did you and the victim have a disagreement? We did. What was this disagreement about? She said I draw flies to myself. Do you clean yourself? So I insulted her right back. I said she commits murder. Oh, you're worried about my hygiene? Well, guess what? You probably killed someone. How's that? And then it's like everybody else is like, wait, what? Why did this escalate so quick? In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she was murdered the next day. My God! She commits murder like me. What? What did you say? I merely meant that maybe her death was karma. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? So you're saying it was just some sort of act of God and the defendant had nothing to do? That's about the size of it. Miss Trissy Wright has a very large profile in this matter, Your Honor. She's written a variety of insults towards the victim in the past. What? Okay, so Trissy hates the victim. That's something. Continue. Trissy, if I say, what do you think about when someone insults you? What would you say? I'd say that that's not proper grammar. Objection. Prosecution is leading. I'm not leading at all. I'm dictating. I think that's somehow worse. Trissy, what would you say? I would say I think about how my mother insulted me. No! No! Trissy! Your Honor, members of the jury, I am proud to present the defense's parents who will read statements they wrote about how they feel about their daughter. No! Objection, Your Honor, reading out statements is court. It is illegal and without basis. This makes a little bit of sense, actually. Fine, the defense's parents may read out their statements. Let's see, where was I? I, Valentina Wright, take the stand today to talk about my feelings of Trissy. When I first saw her, she was a crying infant. Blah, 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 blah. Why did Phoenix marry you? Or have a child? I, Phoenix Wright, would like to say that I really wish my daughter was less of a bitch. Oh my God! I guess that's why you feel... Regardless of any and all feelings of trust, this is provided the jury with some insight into your characters. Begin cross-examination. As i.e., I hate you now. Well, let's start with the fourth wall, shall we? What? The fourth wall? Yes, the fourth wall of the law court, which you broke when you attacked Kay Faraday. I thought they were going to start talking about how they were in a game or something. Oh, that's a relief. Insubordination. How dare you talk to your mother like that? How dare she talk to her like that? How about how dare the mother talk to the own daughter that way? Or how dare the father say that she should have been less of a bitch? I'm sorry, I can't get over how Phoenix Wright said that. Holy shit. That shows no respect to her elders. Your Honor, with all due respect, they started it. Yes, they did. Be that as it may, both the prosecution and defense will now explain to the jury the concept of the fourth wall of the law court. Yes, please do. The fourth wall of the law court is a lie. It's an illusion the law creates to give people false hope. They put on a show to make the judge seem just prosecution was righteous and the defense genius. That's reality, it's the opposite. Where are we going with this? The judge is a weak-minded fool, easily swayed by stupidest of the things, such as that weird mane of hers. What? The prosecutors are simply willing to do what it takes to get a guilty verdict. The defense, well, Jesus Christ, the AI is actually correct. The judge is stupid. The prosecutors just want a guilty verdict, so they manipulate evidence. And what about the defense? The defense is willing to break laws to do what's wrong, to truly right this wrong. So you admit the entire justice system is corrupt? Jesus Christ, we're deep diving into the concept of Ace Attorney here. AI is doing that. Holy shit, I never thought the day would come. Oh, it's much more corrupt than you think. For instance, I once broke into the court archives to prove my crimes. Innocence. Oh wait, what am I saying? You're saying you committed a crime. I'm in denial about that. It didn't happen. That just proves The point is, the only person really doing his best for the innocent is Frank Sawin, and he's dead. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Defense stops, impersonating Frank. Bailiff, please seize her. Hey, handsome, how are your kids? Defense is crazy. Yeah, great. You made a valid. Every citizen has a duty to uphold the law, preferably while wearing appropriate attire. We cannot allow this woman to continue breaking laws to solve murders. The damage she could do to the corrupt justice system could be incalculable, like exposing all its flaws. Dot dot dot. Like you care about that system. You're a prosecutor, remember? You know, Your Honor, I'd like to submit some evidence that wasn't included in the court record. It is extremely damning to the defendant. I'd like to submit a photo of the defendant making out with Frank Sawin. The what? Objection! I was nowhere near. Wait a minute, where did you get that photo? Does it matter? Yes! Mom, Dad, we had that taken once. Still isn't one of my favorites. Well, at least you aren't proud of it. Yeah, so when I was like 6 years old, apparently. Can we please focus on the more important matter at hand, such as the fact that Miss Faraday has been murdered? I'm sorry, but it's very clear. There is no other possibility. The defendant is obviously a murderer. But the facts are clear. There is no way that anyone but the defendant could have committed this murder. Dismiss. Yes, we did it. Good job solving this one, Lid-Liner. My name is Emma Sky, and I'm the best there is. And I'm the most confused ever. Okay, post. Finally, we have AI thing number 10, which is the shortest one so far. How are things gonna go off the wall crazy here? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. I'm not guilty. My name isn't on the murder weapon. I didn't kill my brother. Jesus Christ. That's right. The knife wasn't even used in the... Gotta turn the quality down. Be like, sorry. That's right. The knife wasn't even used in the crime. But I did it. I just used a different knife. I wasn't going to bother using the murder weapon to stab him. It was just a letter opener. Yeah, I'm not using the murder weapon. I'm using a different weapon. Why would you even kill him? You had everything. Your movie was set to begin shooting in just a few weeks. You were the leading man. I wasn't the leading man anymore. I became the third wheel. What do you mean? Right when the movie started production, Jack got himself a girlfriend. Who was this girl? Perhaps she could provide an alibi? Her name was Angel Starr. No, she played the female lead in the movie until I took her place. Oh boy, cross-dressing! Where is this Angel now? Mr. Wright, I'll say it as nicely as I can. Get to the point, or else this isn't going to end well for you. Are you threatening him? Get to the fucking point, or else I'm gonna shoot you. Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry, Will. Where was I? You were asking why I killed him. Right, so you're saying that you killed your brother because he was dating this girl? I did more than just kill him. I cut him into pieces. Why would you do something like that? I mean, if you were jealous, you could have just killed him. That's literally what he did, except more painful. There was no need to dismember him. Yeah, Phoenix Wright, advocating for murder and jealousy. That wasn't the original plan. It was an accident. You accidentally cut your brother up into pieces. Oh my God, what world is this? An accident? He cried out and hit his head on something. When he fell, his pants ripped and cut his legs open. I tried to help him, but there was so much blood. Oh my God. That wasn't an accident. That was an excuse. The autopsy report says that the victim died from blood loss due to a deep cut to his arm. There was no head trauma or leg cutting. That's not true. I saved him. I tried to give him first aid. It was my girlfriend who made me cut him up. That's her. There she is. There's the angel of death. It's Kristoff's sister, Maggie Bird. This whole trial is starting to remind me of the one I had with Kristoff. Miss Bird, where were you on the night of the murder? I was at work. She wasn't. Clavier, you're supposed to be in Germany. I got my flight moved up. I had to be here. Maggie didn't kill Jack. I did. Clavier, why? He ruined my life. He took the one thing that I love. Your rock career? No, my heart. So, you liked him, so you killed him. Oh, love. It's so weird. Is this a gag? Yeah. Yes! Yes, it is! It is a gag! No, Jack was the one who broke up Maggie and I. You made me see what a loser I am. Who's Jack? The victim, you moron! Alright, I had enough of this. Someone better start explaining. It's quite simple, really. Mr. Edgeworth would like to add a sentence to my prison time. What? What? Huh? Hear me out. Powers murdered Jack Hammer so Maggie would be blamed for the crime. You don't know what you're talking about. Jack was Kristoff, Mr. Gavin's former client. He murdered him. He forced me to help. Oh, we're going on last name basis. What? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want you to get hurt. Does anyone know what the hell is going on except for me and the judge? Oh my God, Apollo, you and me both. Well, you've all finally quieted down. Now that there's order in the court, Mr. Edgeworth can begin his closing statement. Thank you, Your Honor. Maggie Bird, also known as the veteran criminal Turnabout Tanya, murdered her former boyfriend, the victim Jack Hammer. What? Mr. Powers, a stuntman who recently got his big break as the star of the Unpicked Ear series, hid Mr. Hanley's body to take the focus off of Mr. Bird. He would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for my keen detective skills. I'll just say this now. If you're trying to prove Mr. Powers is innocent, I'm the one who killed Jack. Why do people keep admitting this? What Emma means to say, I'm the one who killed Jack. The guy threatened to kill my daughter. I tracked him down, we fought, and I shot him. Then I hid his body in Edgeworth's office, and I finally stuck the body in that wrecked car. Then I went back to trying to hang up the stupid Christmas wreath. I may have just killed someone, but that's no reason that we can't celebrate Christmas. So that would make you Mr. Powers' alibi and the murderer? That is about the size of it. Oh boy. I guess I just have to declare the defendant not guilty, unless, of course, the real murderer testifies to these events. You still think that the defendant is the real murderer? I won't say a word. Neither will I. It'll stay between me, my family, my priest, and whoever I end up confessing to. then Mr. Powers is free to go. Well, that's great. I didn't kill him. That's right. But wait, I did kill him. I just didn't kill him. Oh my god, this was insane! I loved it! Next time we're doing more of it. See ya next time. My god.